Hi everyone. I think it's time we start doing country maps. So got one right here. India. I think India is very fun to region guess, so I thought I would start with that. So yeah, I mean, let's just get right into it then. So we'll just try and go for streaks, and region guess as much as we can. So we start off here. We got Palmyra palms. We have these houses with like thatched roofs, and I would say like thatched roofs are most common either here along the coast or in like Bihar, max east, UP. So the question is, like, do we go coastal or Bihar? I think we lean coastal here because I'm seeing these coconut palms in the back. Palmyra palms you can definitely get in both areas over here. But yeah, and the bananas and all that. Question is which state do we want to go? Kind of leaning Odisha, but I could see West Bengal as well. It's tough to say. I mean, the poles are just like kind of generic metal ones, which I don't know which one I would associate that with. I feel like this pole top I don't really associate with West Bengal. West Bengal usually has like some more strange looking pole tops, so I'm gonna go for an eastern Odisha here and see. Okay, nice. We got it spot on there. I mean, yeah, just went for this area because it's like flat, we're at the estuary of this river. Just a lot of flat and rice fields around there, so yeah. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got rock walls, first of all. Tons of rock walls. Rock walls are definitely most common in Rajasthan, but it's not necessarily always the case. I think like Madhya can have a fair bit as well. But yeah, we just need to like try and see what we got here to work with. I mean, not really seeing a lot. Obviously, we have like Hindi here, I would assume. Um, yeah, I mean, it looks like rice fields over here. A fair bit of trees and kind of like rolling hills, which is interesting. I'm tempted to not go Rajasthan here. I don't think it is. I think with the rice fields, I would lean Madhya. Probably like around here somewhere, maybe around Indore. Um, could be somewhere else as well. I'm not really sure. This one's honestly quite tricky. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Madhya here. I think like just the rock walls and just the amount of like trees. The trees are a little too big for Rajasthan in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna try Madhya here. We'll see. Okay, nice. It was Madhya. It was a little more east. I think that makes sense. I think like this northeast part of Madhya has quite a lot of rock walls, but I wasn't really sure if I should send there. But it makes sense, I think. Okay. Immediately, this pavement usually you see most often in Assam. So Assam was my first thought here. Let's see if that checks out. I think this definitely makes sense. So a lot of metal roofs, especially in like the eastern part of India, you'll get a lot of metal roofs. And then like this sort of like I don't know, like woven texture to the whatever they use here. That's like really common in Assam as well. Here you can see some more of that in the metal roofs. Just definitely makes sense. Also, this like triangle gable thingy here, like a gambrel roof. Is that what it is? No, I forget what it's called. Dutch gable. I think it's called a Dutch gable, but yeah, that's like really common in like eastern Bangladesh and then also like Assam and like Tripura. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just Assam, and I think I'm just gonna go. We have a date palm. I wouldn't go too far west with a date palm, or too far east with a date palm. I think with date palms you probably would associate more with like more west. So I'm just gonna go around here, I think. Okay, no, it was actually okay in the hills. I'm very surprised that there is like a date palm there, but yeah, fair enough. Okay, I mean, let's see if we can try and figure out this one. I mean, it's super dark. not a lot we can actually make out, unfortunately, and it's kind of just a forested location. So this one is a bit diabolical, as they say. Um, yeah, I mean, what do I even go off of here? Is that like a rice field over there, maybe? Possibly. The leaves are like pretty big on this tree, but I'm not sure what kind of tree it is. It's not really telling me much, unfortunately. Poles are like super generic as well. I'm not seeing any pole paint that I recognize. So, yeah, I mean, soil is kind of sandy. It kind of makes me think like the type of soil you would get in like the river valley, like in the Ganges River Valley here. Um, and like rice would make sense for that as well, but obviously it's just like impossible to say anything for certain. But I think just probability wise and just, based off the soil, I think UP is probably our best option here, and we're just gonna have to hope and pray. Let's see. Okay, nice. It was UP. Oh my god, I can't believe it. That one was literally insane. Okay, now we're getting pano not loading. I think that's pretty common in India, unfortunately, just because like the image processing is kind of weird. Um, okay, let's see what we got here. We got another rock wall, but once again, I'm not really feeling Rajasthan. I think these sorts of trees, I mean, it's like a it's like a mix, I would say here. No, but yeah, definitely I feel like these sorts of trees I don't associate with Rajasthan at all in this one as well. So I'm tempted to go Madhya again, and I think I might actually go a similar area around Sagar here. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, nice. It was all right. Well, we're learning from our past mistakes. Yeah, pretty solid there. Literally, the locations were like right next to each other, which is funny. But yeah, it makes sense. All right, we got an antenna here. That's interesting, and a metal roof. So I'm definitely thinking probably east again. And let's see what else have we got here. I mean, really don't have much. It's hilly. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really know where you find the antenna car. I think I know it exists in like Arunachal Pradesh. I think it might be in like one of Nagaland or Manipur. I'm not sure. And then I was wondering if it could be Meghalaya as well, because I feel like this sort of landscape with just like the hills definitely reminds me of Meghalaya. We have some areca palms here, which also checks out. Um, Kind of opens up to the east though, which is a little weird. I wouldn't say that really makes sense for anywhere in Nagaland though, so I'm feeling like maybe it is just Meghalaya then. Go like here somewhere maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't think Mizoram has antenna coverage, but I could be wrong. I didn't really think Mizoram either when I spawned in. Could be like Impal area, but I don't think there's not that much coverage in Manipur. Like it's only kind of in the middle valley here, so I feel like that also doesn't really make sense. I think I'm just gonna go Meghalaya here, even though I haven't seen antenna car in Meghalaya, but yeah, try it. No, okay, it was actually Mizoram. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense with the ridge angle. Okay, fair enough. I'm by no means an expert on the eastern states. I think that's probably my weakest area, so it makes sense, I guess. All right, let's see what we got here. My first thought was like Punjab, maybe. Let's see if we got. Yeah, yeah. It looks like we might have the pole like little thingy at the top that they have there in Punjab. But yeah, otherwise, like I don't know, like the trees definitely remind me of Punjab. They just have a lot of like planted trees like this. So yeah, I think it should just be somewhere in Punjab then. No, it's actually Haryana. I mean, yeah, I thought it would be like Haryana or Punjab, but I'm surprised. I thought the pole checked out for Punjab, but I guess I misidentified it there. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, this sort of like tiling, like that has like these flat tiles. This is like specific to Madhya Pradesh, I think, like kind of like this northern part of Madhya. Definitely checks out here. I think we have like wheat, which is also really common in Madhya. Um, yeah, I think it definitely makes sense. I'm not sure exactly where. I'm kind of tempted to go to the Sagar area again. Um, yeah, I mean, when in doubt, maybe just go Sagar. I don't know. It should just be Madhya though. Pretty sure. Maybe a little more north towards like Chhatarpur. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just keep it there though. Yep. Okay. Nice. It was on another failed pano. It's all right though. Um, let's see. This one is a little more tricky. We got Palmyra palms here, a coconut palm as well. I think maybe Tamil Nadu would make sense here. So, um, I mean, Palmyra palms obviously is one thing. I feel like these sort of rocky mountains where you see like the exposed rock is very common in like the southern part of India, especially around like Bengaluru and just like Tamil Nadu. So that would make sense. Also the soil, I mean, usually in Tamil Nadu it's a little more red, but I feel like just this like kind of soil on the side of the road kind of reminds me of Tamil Nadu. Do we have any? No, it doesn't look like we have anything I can make out on the pole or read. Can't really read this either, fortunately. But yeah, I'm kind of vibing with the Tamil Nadu here. Coconut palms, I mean, and Palmyra palms, that definitely makes sense for Tamil Nadu as well. I don't know what this forest is, but they do have a lot of random planted forests in Tamil Nadu, so yeah, more Palmyra palms over here. Yeah, I think Tamil Nadu is just the safest guess here, so I'm just gonna go like over here, and we'll see. Ah, okay, it was Andhra. I guess Andhra would probably be my second guess here with the Palmyra palms, which are more common on this coast. Yeah, I don't know if there was really anything specific for that location. It was a pretty tricky one, to be honest. So, yeah. Okay, this one, we have the boxcar, which is more common in like the western kind of part of the country. Um, very dark fields. So my first thought with the dark fields is Maharashtra. So that's where you get like this really like dark brown color. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess other options like Gujarat also has dark fields, but I don't think we have anything for Gujarat here, like the holy poles, so it can't be that. I was trying to weigh up if Rajasthan is ever possible. I mean, we have like rock walls here, which I thought was interesting. Um, yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, to be honest, like these trees do remind me of Rajasthan, and we have more rock walls over here. Maybe it is just Rajasthan then. It's a tricky one. I mean, you can sometimes get like dark fields around here as well. I would say probably, I'm not really sure exactly where. It would probably be either in this area, like near Kota, or like maybe down here, or like just by the river in Jodhpur area. I'm tempted to try. Nah, no, I think it would be a little. The vegetation would be a little different here. Tempted to try along this river over here, or like one of these rivers. Let's see. No, it was actually by Kota. Okay, I called it there, but I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I think that area probably has more of those dark fields here. It's like more sandy and probably not as much agriculture, even though we're by the river. So, yeah, that makes sense. Not the best round, but not too bad either. Um, yeah, I mean, I think I'll do probably one more and end it off. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Um, very tough one. I mean, for me, this is definitely giving me like a probably like an Eastern vibe. I'm not really sure. I mean, is that a metal roof there again? That's kind of interesting. This tree is really interesting with like the, you know, the draping sort of moss or whatever. I don't know exactly what this tree is. Loki looks like a mangrove or something, but it's not obviously. We got like an areca palm, some coconut palms. So that's kind of interesting. What are we thinking with that? I'm not really sure. Maybe it just could be Assam again. With the metal roofs. Could also be something nearby, like Tripura, for example. Could definitely make sense as well. It's definitely reminding me of Bangladesh a little bit. Yeah, and I think just with like the amount of palms and stuff, it would make sense. I am kind of tempted to go Tripura. I feel like the coconut palms are not really making me think uh, Assam as much. Assam has a bunch of areca palms, but not so much coconut palms. But would Tripura make sense? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's a little bit hilly, like there's a little bit of elevation change, which does make sense. Um, yeah, I mean, technically it could be West Bengal, although I don't really associate the metal roofs that much with West Bengal. Could be somewhere else, maybe, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try Tripura here. I'm not entirely sure about this one. Okay, it was actually West Coast. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. I guess, sometimes you can get metal roofs over there, and I think, yeah, maybe with the landscape it does make more sense. But yeah, and the coconut palms. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we got Tamil language here. Kupam, Krishnagiri. I don't know if those are findable. We got some mountains. Um, Kupan, Krishnagiri. I'll take a quick look and see if those are findable. Don't really know though. Yeah, no, I mean, not seeing them. Let's see what kind of landscape vibe we're getting here. We got some Palmyra palms again. Some more mountains over there, so we're kind of in between the mountains. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'd probably be going somewhere a little more this way. Could also be a little more north over here. But not really seeing it. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just go here, and I mean, we're gonna know that it's Tamil Nadu, so. Okay, yeah, it was a little more north. Oh, Krishnagiri. Well, that's a big city, but for some reason it just doesn't show up at the zoom level, which is interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. We got a lot of sugarcane here. My mind immediately when I see like a ton of sugarcane like this goes to just like UP. Um, like especially this northwest part of UP around here has a lot of that going on. And just like rice fields as well. Yeah, just like these sorts of planted trees again. I think northwest, probably pretty far northwest to be honest. But yeah, this sort of area of UP is what I'm thinking of here. Okay, a little more east, but pretty far north in UP. Makes sense. All right. Um, let's see here. So, okay, we have like a date palm there and a bunch of Palmyra palms everywhere. Lots and lots of Palmyra palms. So that's interesting. When I first spawned in and I saw this, like usually the pole with like where the insulators are all at the same level. That's like most common in Tamil Nadu, but honestly, I'm not really feeling Tamil Nadu here with this landscape. I think there's just like too many uh like Palmyra palms and then also a date palm, which I don't really associate with Tamil Nadu either, but I could be wrong. Um, yeah, we have some like ridges on each side over here. Trying to think what the best option is. Not really sure. It's kind of like a darker colored soil as well. Thinking maybe, No, it's tough to say. Tough to say. I mean, I don't know. Is it ever a crazy Bihar? Like, I could totally see that, to be honest. I think the vegetation doesn't really remind me of the South that much, and the soil color either. You just have like these rice fields, like massive rice fields. Kind of reminds me of Bihar. Now, obviously, having mountains to the north is kind of weird, but certainly still possible in Bihar. So I think I will just go for Bihar here, and we'll see. No, I was Telangana. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Well, let's see what else we got here. So, date palms, lots of date palms. Very interesting. Is that a palmyra palm? Tough to say. Yeah, a ton of date palms here, which is super interesting. Soil color is also kind of interesting. It's just kind of like a orangey color. I mean, I would generally associate that with a little more east, maybe like Jharkhand, especially with the random hilliness. I think Jharkhand would definitely make sense. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to go off of, so I think I might just go for Jharkhand here and let's see. Okay, nice. It was Jharkhand, so that's a good way to end it off at least. Again, not my best seed, but yeah, hopefully my thought processes kind of made sense. Um, yeah, so that's about it for this video. Uh, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.